Okay, welcome to our virtual boot camp. Happy half hour. We're doing this every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for just 30 minutes to come hang out, ask any questions that you have. Sometimes we'll have a topic, sometimes we won't, but it's always available for you as a resource, and we will always have it recorded. So last week we talked about all the different types of resources you have available to you, which is a shit ton. And I posted the recording in the virtual bootcamp. So this week I thought it'd be fun to do like just a Q&A, like can literally be anything. So you guys that are on live, you can use the little chat feature and ask any questions that you might think of and stuff as we're doing this. And I have some questions. Cass, I don't know if you have any too, and then we can share like just a couple like bonus tips, and then you guys can carry on with your Monday. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into it. And Cass and I can both answer these so you get some different perspectives. Megan asked, what is our fave fitness tracker? And I think she means for like a watch. I have an Apple Watch, and I loved using Under Armour Record, but it was like my Apple Watch is the Series 1, and it's like not jiving with the updated Under Armour Record. Like it just wasn't working, so I've just been using the fitness one that comes with it, and I don't love it. So that's not helpful at all. But if yours works, Under Armour Record is the bomb.
Yeah, I actually am like new-ish still to my Apple Watch game, so I am using just the fitness one that's on it, but that's all I've ever tried. So I don't know really if there's a better one, but now that you said that, I will definitely check out the Under Armour one, Rachel. I do know some girls that have Fitbits too, so that's another option. I don't know. I think there's like a Samsung one too, but
Sweet. Go-to meal for dinner. That would be Mexican takeout for us. I'm being 100% serious because that is our go-to dinner, and I just choose something that I know fits in my like lifestyle meal plan. So I get a steak fajita quesadilla because I love quesadillas. So then I know to save a carb, fat, I'm getting protein, and I'm getting veggies. I don't like a lot of vegetables, so that's a really easy way for me to get a serving of vegetables, and I usually only have a couple chips and salsa. That's literally like when I'm just being honest, like when I'm in a crunch, like that's our go-to. It's called Cancun here. It's so good.
yeah, I'm a Mexican food person too, like tacos for every meal, but not kidding. I also really like tonight I'm making spaghetti squash with ground turkey and the like organic marinara from Costco that doesn't have any added things in it, and it's super easy. Just pop the squash in the oven, and I cook the ground turkey with onion and the sauce all in one pan and just pour it all together, and it's a really easy meal, and it makes good for for lunch and dinner too. And then I also love that way I'm not using a carb since the squash counts as a vegetable. So then I am not wasting one of my carbs, or if I'm doing something where I don't want to be eating carbs for dinner, it still feels like I'm having pasta. And we also do that same thing with zoodles a lot. You can do carrot noodles. You can do like so many different ones, cauliflower rice, but that's a pretty good option, and it's quick and easy too.
Another one I thought of, like my go-to for lunch, I'm the type of person that I'll eat literally the same thing until I'm like so sick of it and I never want to eat it again. But I can usually go a long time. Anyways, I am loving these Purdue chicken. I get the chicken tenders and I make them in the air fryer, and they're super crispy. good amount of protein, low in carb, they're gluten-free if that matters to you. And I do know that people have been like blowing me up that shared this on my social media. I do know that some of them were recalled. Mine were not recalled. They're safe. You just have to check the barcode. And usually when stuff is recalled, it's like one little fluke thing and it hasn't really contaminated any food. They're just being really safe. But anyways, and I get them at Target. My other grocery stores, I haven't seen them. But anyways, that is and Megan said, bonus if it's toddler approved, and both of the things that I mentioned, Mexican takeout and these chicken tenders, my toddler loves. The next question I have is high impact sports bra recommendations. I am a Lululemon lover. They are a little bit more of an investment, but I try to think of things as like price per wear. So if you're going to wear something often and get good use out of it, sometimes worth like investing a little bit to have something a little bit nicer. But and Victoria's Secret has some good high impact ones as well. I don't have to usually deal with that unless I'm breastfeeding.
Yeah, I was going to say that I've heard Victoria's Secret has good ones for high impact. I personally am in the itty bitty titty committee over here, so I don't have that problem. But if you do, I've heard that, or actually I've heard Target as well has some good options. So that might be something to check out.
I'm usually the president of the itty committee, but when I'm pregnant and breastfeeding, I am not. They kick me out. But so that's, and there's been some other ones. So if you're watching the recording, comment under this post, like with sports bras for a high impact, because I know some people have found really good ones that can answer better than Cassie and myself. Caitlin wants to hear about breastfeeding snacks, so I'll go ahead and take this one, Cass. But a couple of go-to things for me. First of all, Hydrate from the Performance line from Beachbody is super underutilized and it's not like, I can't make a claim about this, it's not like proven, but lots of breastfeeding coach moms swear by Hydrate while breastfeeding because it's basically a clean Gatorade, and most breastfeeding moms will tell you like to drink Gatorade because it will hydrate you and it will give you electrolytes and all that stuff. But Hydrate will do that without all the sugar and all the crap that's in Gatorade. So I literally remember reading that when Leo was very little and I was nursing, and I remember reading it, and someone like their post was like, it was literally a fire hose. Sorry if you're not a mom, that's TMI. And so I was like, I'm in. And it was a game changer. So that's not a snack, but it's something like when you're breastfeeding, you are so sick of water. So Hydrate for sure. Easy things like healthy bar options, which Beachbody has 2 that are high in fiber, low in sugar, taste great. So those, I would have veggies on hand, and easy grab like fruits, and oatmeal for sure. And along with that, lactation cookies, which you can make, like just search a recipe on Pinterest, which is basically like adding oatmeal to cookies, is a great snack. For breastfeeding, I'm trying to think of a couple other things that I did. Basically anything that's quick that your husband can grab for you and tastes good that you can literally shovel in your mouth, is basically the requirements for a good breastfeeding snack. I'm trying to think like what's in my pantry. I basically ate the same as I do now. Shakeology was my go-to because I was starving and needed like nutrients quickly. And a lot of things that I didn't have time to like make a meal. So Shakeology was a game changer. If you like hard-boiled eggs, I hate eggs, but that's a really good one. Things that are high in protein, high in nutrients, that will last you longer than like just what you're going to burn really quickly. Like a piece of fruit, you're going to burn it really quickly, but something that's more sustainable, like I know it's a piece of fruit, but a banana will last you longer and will help with your supply because you're getting more nutrients. Okay, Cass, you want to take Carson's question?
Yeah. So, same with like I said earlier, the pastas, especially like doing a lot of the things like zoodles and cauliflower rice I use all the time because it pretty much takes on whatever flavor. Like I just buy the frozen bag from Costco of already pre-riced cauliflower, super easy. And then it pretty much takes on whatever flavor of what you're cooking. So we can do Mexican with it, and we can just make like a rice bowl, like a burrito bowl almost. But instead of rice, I use the cauliflower rice. I also have done fried rice with it. I do like a Italian style thing with cauliflower rice and marinara and like meatballs. Also can do breakfast with it. So I've done it with eggs in the morning. I've done literally everything with it. I've done like Asian, Mexican, all the different kinds with it. And it's just a really easy, I've even done it with like cheese and mushrooms and make like calisotto. So there's so many things you can do with it. You can make pizza crust with it. You can like literally do everything with cauliflower rice. So I use that a lot for, actually I put it in my shake too, which sounds weird, but you cannot taste it. If you put actual real cauliflower chunks, you're going to taste it. But if you use the riced cauliflower, the like frozen pre-riced cauliflower, you don't taste it. It makes your shake like creamier, and I really like it. Zucchini is another one, so I can do zoodles, and then things that I can make fries out of because I'm a fry whore. So if I can make a fry out of it, I'm eating it. So like parsnips, turnip fries, like all of those kinds of things. Sweet potatoes, not obviously a veggie, but it's another option for a fry. That's a carb. But anything in the air fryer, I find that I like air fried veggies really well for some reason. So I just air fried green beans. I air fry mushrooms. I air fry like literally every veggie out there. I also love carrots and with peanut butter for some reason. It's like my jam. And it's like that sweet and salty, like crunchy and creamy thing. I don't know. It's just the best, but I don't know if that helps.
No, it's really good. I'm super boring. Like I can just eat cherry tomatoes all day, every day, and like get all my green containers. You can add spinach in your shake too. You can't taste that either. Yeah, I'm all about like I dip everything in peanut butter.
I even actually added zucchini. I made a shake. There's a recipe for morning meltdown, I think. Maybe it was that. There's it's like a zucchini bread but shake, and I was like, why have I never thought of this? And I put zucchini in my shake and I couldn't taste it, and I was like, oh, there's another one. And the greens boost. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've been using that. This is the first time. Well, I've used it before, but not regularly. And all of like Morning Meltdown, and it's actually going to be one of the package options to come with it, which I'm super excited about. But Jericho is like crazy about the greens boost, so I've been using that, and it's an awesome way to get in another veggie serving. And you can put it in anything. She takes shots of it, but I like to put it in my shake because no, it doesn't taste good. I'm just going to be honest.
Do you put anything on your mushrooms before you fry them in your air fryer? Emily asked.
No, I don't, but you can even do like, if you get big like portobello mushrooms, you can do like stuffed mushrooms or like little mushroom pizzas, zucchini pizzas, all those too.
Sweet. Emily sent this one to me. During any of my pregnancies, did I not work out and have to start from scratch? That's a quick answer. No, I didn't. I stayed active throughout both of my pregnancies, past and currently. But then I was a C-section for my son. I'll be a C-section again. And so I'm completely out of commission for 6 weeks. So, like after you birth the baby, it feels like I can't imagine. I don't have anything else to compare it to. It feels like you're starting from scratch. So it takes a little bit to get back, but I just focused on making that time every day so that one, it became a habit for me again. And two, my son has grown up watching me take that time for myself. If he's napping, awesome. But if he's not, I didn't sweat it. And I would put him in the bouncer. I'd put him somewhere safe. And like if he needed to be nursed or whatever during it, like fine, that's the beauty of working out at home. But I made that a priority once I was cleared for workouts. And just making it part of my routine again. I started and I plan to start with again 21 Day Fix. I think that's a bomb foundational program. And especially with the real time workouts now, it naturally progresses. And I didn't focus on my core at all. I let it heal naturally. This is kind of a sidebar a little bit, and I'm going to talk about this on my social media a little bit later this week, but a lot of people think that they have diastasis recti. I don't know I can't say it correctly, but everybody's abs separate when you're pregnant because they have to make room for the baby. So when you are postpartum and you start working out again, they will be separated. But as long you just want to just incorporate fitness and movement in general, you don't want to do like a ton of intense core work. Like 80-day obsession isn't recommended to do until you're 6 months. Once you get down to 2 fingertips separation, you are like, that's normal. And that's not a concern. So that's just like a little tidbit. So I just really focused on just getting back into a well-rounded routine and really focusing on my nutrition because I could control that. Katie asked, we can both answer this. Is Shakeology and post-workout a lot to have in the same day? No, I have both most days. Anytime I do lifting and weights, aka my favorite, I have post-workout, and then I have my Shakeology usually in the afternoon as like a snack. So I've done that for like 2 years, a year and a half, something like that. Cass, what about you?
Post-work. Okay. I have Shakeology now. I usually do have it later in the day as a snack. When I was really busy, I had it every day for breakfast because otherwise I would never eat breakfast before, and I was on the go, and it was such an easy, like, don't have to think about it meal. But I still, no matter when you have it, I highly suggest trying to have it at like the same time every day, just so that it becomes a part of your routine in it. And this is one other thing, because this is something I hear a lot, and this is a very common mistake. If you have a day where you go totally off your plan and you just like eat like crap all day, have your freaking shake. You're not wasting your shake by if you didn't eat well. If you didn't eat well, you need it even more than when you are eating well. So please don't think that you're like wasting your nutrients or whatever if you didn't eat. It's not like the whole like, oh, I ate one pizza, might as well just eat the whole thing. It's not that like mentality. Like, make sure that you're getting your shake every single day, because you also won't see the full benefits of it if you're not drinking it every single day, because it takes time for your body to adapt to digesting those nutrients and everything like that. And it's really important that you are getting it in every day. And the more of a routine you can have with it, that's why I suggest like having it around the same time every day. If you're someone that struggles really bad with late night like snack cravings, have your shake at night. You can make desserts with it. If you struggle to get breakfast in, then have it for breakfast. If you are trying to save money, then maybe take it and make that be your lunch at work so that you're not having to go out or whatever it may be. So there's lots of options, but it's not really a specific time that you need to have it. The pre and post workout you want to have within 30 minutes before and after your workout. And also, someone asked me, do you mix your Shakeology with your post workout? No, I don't, but you can if that's something you wanted to do.
And my coach told me once, like when I signed up, I remember this, like I'll never forget it. She's like, even She's like, I love Shakeology because especially if I eat like crap all day, I know I gave my body like something bomb, like to reset, and it wasn't a total wash. It wasn't a total wash for the day. Like I did something good for my body. So that's always stuck with me. Do you guys have any last questions in the chat you want to answer? Or you can unmute yourself and just ask if you want to. I was gonna, while I wait, so there's no everybody loves awkward silence. Something that helps me, so I kind of have a plan every week of like meal planning, then meal prepping, and like then you just eat. I don't know. There's not really like a step 3, but meal planning. So a lot of people say like, they're like, I can't do what you do, Rachel. I can't eat the same thing Monday through Friday for lunch. So what we do, let me back that up. What we do in my house is we have the same thing for lunches every day, Monday through Friday. And then dinners, we do something different every single night. We don't. And so then we also aren't having like leftovers for, okay, that's kind of a tip. But anyway, so that's how we do it in my house. A lot of people say I can't do that. Like I cannot eat the same lunch Monday through Friday. Okay, so I have a couple tips for you. One is something you can do is if you make a great dinner, purposefully make more so that you have leftovers for lunch the next day. That's one tip. Another tip is to make 2 different things for your lunches for the week. And trade on and off with your significant other so that you're not having the same thing every day. The reason I have the same thing every day is, one, because it makes it hella easier for meal prep. It saves us a ton of money because we're buying less random ingredients, and it keeps me more on track with my goals, and it's really helped my relationship with food. So if you can't do that, those are my like 2 tips, is to make more of a dinner and save, have leftovers, or to trade with your spouse every other meal. So you're having the same thing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 3 days is not a lot. And then likewise.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Try to do like a Tuesday, Thursday kind of thing, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then weekends we kind of do something different. That's usually when we have like a meal out or whatever it may be. And I also, with meal prep, like you don't necessarily need to prep all of the meals. Like something that I do is I make my meal plan, and then I like to be able to change things up if I want to, because I am someone that like sometimes I'm like randomly craving something else or whatever, but I like to at least prep groups of foods. So I'll prep like a few different lean proteins. I'll cook a bunch of chicken, a bunch of ground turkey, and maybe some other protein, and then I'll cook some different vegetables, and I'll have some fruits and things ready to go in the fridge in baggies that I can easily like grab and go if I'm running to the store or need to throw in Nate's lunches. And then I'll prep some different carbs too. Like I'll make some sweet potatoes, I'll make some rice, so that things are ready, so that even if I don't necessarily have a specific meal made, I have things that I can pull from and make a meal quickly.
Love it. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It was super fun to have you guys on live. And again, we will do this every Monday. If there's something you want to hear about or something you want to learn more about, like please don't hesitate to reach out to your coach and ask for that, because it would really help us out a lot, actually. But thanks for hanging out for our bootcamp happy half hour, and go crush the rest of your Monday and the rest of your week.
Bye.